Audio tape, test number 1, Kidnapping, Robbery. You will hear an audio script concerning a mission-related topic. The tape will be played only once. This script will be followed by a conversation between two persons. This conversation will relate to the script. You will make notes of the script and of the conversation, and from these notes you will be instructed either to answer 10 questions or to complete a written report of the incident. Good luck. On 19th of April 2005, at 10:00 hours, the duty officer of the police station number 2 received a telephone call from an unknown female who informed that a few minutes ago she saw a male dressed in police uniform who took another man at gunpoint and forced him into a vehicle. She also stated that it seemed suspicious to her that the police officer looked very strange. He had long hair and was unshaven. When asked by the duty officer, she said that they drove away in a white vehicle with registration number 158KS141 in the direction of bus station. She refused to tell her name as she was scared. The duty officer informed the traffic police about the incident. A broadcast was put out on the vehicle, but with no result. On the same date, at 12:30 hours, another call was received by the police station. A forest company worker informed the police that he found a man with minor injuries handcuffed to the steering wheel of the vehicle with registration number 158KS141. The vehicle was found on a road near to an abandoned village at grid reference 173103. Immediately, a patrol was dispatched to the scene. An ambulance was called. When the patrol team arrived, they found a white Opel Vectra on the side of the road with a man inside. His hands was handcuffed to the steering wheel. There were 2 bruises over his forehead and a few scratches over his face. The driver's doors was open, and the black leather briefcase with nothing inside was laying on the road in front of the vehicle. The man told that he was an employee of Citibank. On that day, he was supposed to deliver €50,000 payroll money from the central office to the regional branch of the bank. The money was placed in his briefcase. When he came to his car, a police officer approached him and, at gunpoint, made him sit in another vehicle. There were 2 other persons inside the vehicle, both dressed in black clothes and had black masks pulled over their faces. One of them was at the driver's seat, while the other was sitting on the rear seat. They drove out of town and stopped near an abandoned village on the road 5 kilometers south of the town. There was another vehicle waiting for them on the road. After that, they hit the bank employee several times on his face, handcuffed him to the steering wheel, took the briefcase, and left by the other vehicle, which was a black Mercedes with Swiss registration number plates, which the victim did not remember. He gave the description of the man who was dressed in police uniform as follows. He was approximately 25 years old, 180 centimeters tall, slim built, with long black hair and brown eyes. He also noticed that the man who was driving the vehicle had a tattoo of a 2-headed eagle on his right hand. The employee was taken to the hospital by ambulance, and the patrol team informed the duty officer about the details of the incident. The case is under investigation. The following conversation is the dialogue between the police investigation officer and the witness.
Station Commander. Good morning. Please tell me about the kidnapping and robbery which happened yesterday.
Duty Officer. Good morning. On 19th of April 2005 at 10:00 hours, I received a telephone call from an unknown female who stated that she witnessed a police officer taking a man at gunpoint into a vehicle at the Police Avenue near the central office of Citibank.
Who was that police officer?
She guessed that it was not a police officer, but somebody else dressed in police uniform, as he looked strange. He had long hair and was unshaved.
What did you do about the incident?
She stated that they sat in a white vehicle with registration number 158KS141 and drove away in the direction of bus station. So I went out broadcast by radio to all patrol units about this car, but it was not found.
What happened then?
At 12:30 hours, I received another call from a man who works in Forest Company. He found a man handcuffed to the steering wheel of a vehicle, which he had been looking for.
Where was the vehicle found?
I dispatched a patrol to the scene immediately, and they informed that the vehicle was on a road near an abandoned village at grid reference 173103, 5 kilometers south from the town.
Who was the victim?
He was an employee of the bank who was delivering 50,000 euros in cash to the regional branch of the bank.
Continue, please.
The victim stated that when he went out of the city bank, a man dressed in police uniform took him at gunpoint and ordered him into a white vehicle with registration number 158KS141.
Was there anyone else in the vehicle?
Yes, there were two more males sitting in the vehicle. One of them was the driver and the other was at the rear seat.
What happened next?
They drove to an abandoned village outside the town and stopped on a small dirty road where a black Mercedes-Benz was parked. Then they beat up the employee, handcuffed him to the steering wheel, took the briefcase with the money and left by the other vehicle in northerly direction.
Was the victim badly injured?
No, he sustained minor injuries, 2 bruises over his forehead and some scratches on his face. We called the ambulance and he was taken to the hospital after interrogation.
Do we have a description of the suspects?
Yes, we do. The one dressed in police uniform was about 25 years old, 180 centimeters tall, slim built, with long black hair and brown eyes. The other 2 were dressed in black clothes and had black masks on their faces. The man who was driving the vehicle had a tattoo of a 2-headed eagle on his right hand.
What is the status of the case?
It is still under investigation.
Thank you for your briefing. Goodbye.
Goodbye.